Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Trailblazers will look to their home court advantage, just one game here in Portland. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team. The guys, they got swept in last year's series. You know, that's the first and foremost thing in their minds as they look to turn the tables this time around.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Here's Bailey, and it's Wade with the rebound. Pass to Wolf to the right side. Here's Boozer. Oh! Yeah. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, take it up strong, big fella.
And Simons wide open. He'll fire. Off target from outside. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Earlier, I spoke with Chauncey Billups. Obviously, they're trying to limit the damage Luka Doncic inflicts, and that's at the front of his mind. He said, Luka is going to get his. We can't stop that, but we can't let him set up everyone else for easy ones. When the whole team gets involved, we're cooked. They're going to make him work for every assist out there. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer, and now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
Offensive rebound. Out to Doncic. Pass to Boozer. Wolf. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Simons. And the slam dunk by Simons.
Defenders want to get physical with Simons to try to offset some of his athleticism. It doesn't always work.
Wade with no one around. A three-pointer off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making. He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about.
For your Blazers dance crew.
Reddish with the ball. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Pass to Wolf. Some solid defense from Ayton.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close. This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Here's Boozer. Here's Wolf. And the wide open shot from Reddish. Los Angeles with another miss. To the wing right side. Here's Bailey. Misses off the left iron.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Here's Boozer. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Simons with the ball. And it's Reddish picking him up. Here's Bailey. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Second team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Hey, Brown, what's one area where we really see these Portland Trail Blazers excelling?
Well, they're great on the offensive glass. They have presence on the inside. They have a ton of focus on just collecting rebounds. So great at retrieving those misses.
Oh, gritty inside. Simons amongst the big bodies.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Boozer. Pass to Bailey. Outside, Avdia. Here's Bailey. Stolen by Boozer. To end the drought. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Here's Bailey. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. Out to Wade. Now, Reddish. No scoring in this one. Shoots it. Wade misses. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Simons. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Simons has got 10 points in the game.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
What a performance from Anthony Simons. He has been the
16, the Lakers. 12.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Portland.
Oh, man, how about the mid-range jumper from these guys? It's on tonight, a huge part of their offense so far.
Well, the attack can come from a lot of ways, either execution or by just getting on the bounce and driving it in, and that's where they've been very effective tonight.
And Portland has possession after the basket by Los Angeles. Here's Bailey. Filipowski grabs the board. On the wing, James. Driving in. Over to the left wing. The shot by Filipowski, no good.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Back to Simons. Can't. The tough three-pointer. The Lakers trail. And when you're a knockdown shooter like you were, with the kind of athleticism that Anthony Simons possesses, Brent, you're in rarefied air.
Yeah, no doubt Anthony, one of those guys, really tough to stop. You got to pick your poison with him. That quickness and his ability to get to the rim, though, that can impact what they do offensively.
Here's Simons following the three by the Lakers. Pass to Bailey. Here's the three. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Kamara. Bangs home the trifecta. Kamara's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Back to James. Pass to Vanderbilt. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. 4 on the shot clock. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Bailey. Looking to get back on track here. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes, that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Now, here's Doncic. Nothing on the board. Doncic very comfortable down low.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
Pass to Thibault. Back to Henderson. Now, here's Sean. Offline with his three.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Doncic. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. And it's Thibault in the corner. Traps in the tray. Thibault got his first 3 points of the game.
Just an excellent feel for the game. Scoot Henderson understands how offense is played.
And that one's good. Boozer.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Lets the three fly.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Pass to Henderson. Stolen by Wade. Jumps up. And it's Wade with the jam.
Teams are going to have to watch out for Wade in the open floor. He gets up court in a heartbeat.
A shot by Sharp. Nobody around. From outside, off the mark. Here's Boozer. Over in the corner, Reddish. Trains the three-pointer. Now it's a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Now, here's Sharp. Still without a basket.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
It's Boozer missing.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Pass to Thibault. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Now here's Henderson. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game.
And the outside game just not clicking for them tonight. That three-point percentage is up from where it was in the first quarter, but that ain't saying a whole lot.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Portland shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Always those anticipatory moments with Scoot Henderson when he's out there playing one-on-one to make plays off the bounce. That's when it gets really exciting.
To the middle. Ball stolen. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, easy call.
Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Trailblazers trail by 8.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Here's Filipowski. And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back to the action in just a minute. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Here's Doncic. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Doncic to the rack. Pass to Reddish. 3-pointer, Wade. Here's Wolf. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And another shot. The second effort.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Los Angeles, they have been all 4 of their chances so far in this one. First one falls for them.
At the line for the Lakers.
That one misses.
Talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Hits the J after faking out the D with the quick up fake. Wolf got 9.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
First team foul.
On defense, the Lakers. Back to Henderson. Pass to Thibault. Fires for 3. The Lakers with the rebound. Here's Wade. Here's Wolf. Six on the shot clock. Second chance shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. Wolf got the lead up to 13 now for Los Angeles.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
3-pointer. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Now here's Doncic, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Excellent at dishing the rock. Luka with a nice feed.
Henderson looking it over. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Takes the 13-footer. Reddish grabs the rebound.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Now here's Doncic. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Doncic has got his second basket of the night.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Now that's some hang time. What a pretty double clutch move.
Agree, Greg. You can afford to get fancy on your way up when you've got that kind of space. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Kevin, we are seeing a new generation taking over the NBA. Commissioner Adam Silver says stars can be created much quicker these days. Sports is a meritocracy and talent gets rewarded. With a social media community in the billions for basketball and a global market for talent, new and different stars end up emerging. Kevin?
Which is always good for the game. Great to see. And David, a great report again from you. Thank you. No good from Wade.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for him.
Sharp with it. Wade picks him up. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. We know, Brett, there are many roads that lead to the modern NBA. And Shaedon Sharpe took his own unique path.
Yeah, Kevin, you could say that again. I mean, he was on the Kentucky campus as a player, but never participated in a collegiate game. And then all of a sudden finding himself at the top end of the NBA draft without ever playing a college game.
It's deflected. Clingan with the steal. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Scoot loves to attack in the lane and has the strength and the hops to be successful there.
And here's James outside. That one misses. Trailblazers trailed by 8. Here's Sharpe. Takes the 13-footer. We've got 1:48 left in the third. Kicks it out to James. Back to James. Pulls up. High post. Nice jump shot. Good. James has got 5 points so far.
Where was the D on that one? Just too easy.
Pass to Henderson. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the third. Back to Sharpe. Right wing. Portland needs to get off a shot. James with it. Now Henderson defending. James, good. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for Los Angeles.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
Now here's Henderson. He's got 5. Sharpe on the wing. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's James. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Here's Henderson driving the lane, and it's good. 2 points. Henderson's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Trailblazers. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And here is James. Pass to James. Back to James. With 1 on the clock. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Lakers ahead. They lead by 8 from Portland.
37. The Lakers 45.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. 8-point game. Pass to Bailey. Ayton trying to break free. And the basket by Bailey.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Vanderbilt. And it's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And here is Los Angeles now. They've led by as many as 14 points.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Trailblazers trail by 6. And stolen by James.
Yeah, they're starting to go in the wrong direction in terms of turnovers. It's slowly becoming a problem.
Pass to Ayton. Here's Bailey. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
And they continue to control the glass.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Back to James. In the corner, Vanderbilt with it. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And he's good on the 3 ball.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Here's one.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Here's James. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team was simple. He told his guys to max it out on the 3. If those shots aren't coming, then we need to move on. There are other looks for us out there. Want some diversity in those shot attempts, guys.
Thanks, David. Out to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Doncic powers it home.
And sometimes defenses sleep on Doncic's ability to elevate. He is capable of throwing it down.
Here's Bailey. Off target with his 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Doncic, no good. Trailblazers trail by 9.
They've gotten careless, Kevin, no doubt about it, with their turnovers in the second half. Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Here's Boozer. A 3-pointer, no good.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Dwayne Wade, second personal foul.
That free throw, no good.
Team foul. At the line for 2, Bailey.
And the second free throw, good. Lakers leading by 8. And here's Doncic from the arc. No good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Kamare. No good from outside. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Wolf. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Outside, Simons. Here's Bailey. Shot clock at 5.
Los Angeles foul. Wolf. Third personal foul.
No good on the free throw.
At the line for your Trailblazers.
And he sinks the second. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And the call will be against Anthony Simons.
Anthony Simons.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Doncic, right side. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Bailey. And the layup falls. Bailey's got 8 here in the quarter.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Doncic outside.
2 minutes in the game.
Boozer trying to get open. Forcing his way inside. Doncic.
And inside, Luka knows the bucket is there, so he is willing to fight for it.
Here's the teardrop. Bailey misses. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession.
Portland ball.
Trailblazers trailed by 9. Outside, Avdia. Outside, Simon. Clock at 6. Pass to Bailey. It's tipped.
Out of bounds.
And it goes out of bounds. And the last touch by Wade. .112 left in the fourth quarter. And the basket by Bailey.
And you can tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
And here is Doncic. .46 seconds left in the game. Some solid defense from Ayton. Here's Bailey. Stolen by Wade. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. And Boozer throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Oh, what a jam! Simons! And the Lakers can just let the clock run down here. Wade. And it's Wade with the jam.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Boozer gets the bucket.
Boozer. The assist. Wolf.
Knocked away. And so the Lakers take the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
I watch the moon all the time thinking about you. I watch the moon tonight.